Welcome, everyone, to the Living Oneness Gathering. It's an honor to be here with you once again and to share this space and join with this shared intention to unify us in love for each other and our planet. I'm going to include for ourselves as well because it's essential right now that we actually really love ourselves through this, love the energy through this, love the earth through this. There's so much happening. It's quite incredible. And at the same time, we are living in very accelerated times, and it's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. I'm looking at myself in the video. I'm like, oh, I look so tired. But it's been interesting because it's probably been about 2 weeks now. I've I go to bed at I usually go to bed at 8 or so and meditate and fall asleep. But I've been getting up at 12 or 1. Now, normally I have usually two. Two is the mark where I usually get up, meditate, do different things, awake state. I do a lot in the lucid dreaming state, but in the awake state, where my human body and my human brain is awake, it's usually not till 2 or 3 in the morning. And often I'll stay up. Every once in a while I fall back asleep. But in the last couple weeks, I've been getting up at 12 or 1. And sometime last night I actually went to bed at 7 because I was so tired I had enough. And I actually woke up at 9:30. My husband was just coming to bed and I was thinking he was coming home, like coming to bed at like 1 in the morning. It was like 9:30. But the 2 hours I had was really deep, deep sleep. So there's a lot happening at night. It's almost like there's this energetic busyness at night, and my soul is very busy. I know that when I'm in that lucid state, there's a lot I'm doing on the etheric levels in the astral plane. And there's also this feeling in the physical body that it can't sleep for very long. And not that I'm not able to sleep. It's just you've got enough rest, now get up and work. A physical level too. So there were times I was actually up at 12 or 1 and on my computer doing something, or there's a writing I had to do, or just stuff coming in. So there's a real energetic busyness right now. There's an acceleration of energy and energetic busyness. And to be able to ride that out, you really need to look at self-care and soul care. So there's times in the middle of the day where I'll just stop and lie on my back, lie on my yoga mat, and just be still. I have different tools I use, different bioresonance tools that I use, that I'll sit and just be still with the energy and let the frequencies move through my body. So, self care and soul care is essential right now. What you're eating, drinking enough water, your conductivity in your body is conditional to you getting enough water. It needs the hydration, not just drinking a lot and peeing a lot. I mean, intracellular hydration, the water going in and staying in the body, hydrating your fascia. Your body needs that because there's such an electrical surge, an electromagnetic surge right now in the field. And how it's affecting our body, it's affecting our nervous system, but it's affecting our blood, the fluid in our body, it's affecting our muscles, it's going to be affecting our brain. I'm getting a lot of currents going in the brain. I can feel a lot of buzzing and currents zipping, zapping going through. I feel a little bit like there's that feeling sometimes where I just feel like I keep describing it as a yo-yo ping pong, cross between a yo-yo and a ping pong, because there's so much going on and then there's so many things that are changing. So I move in a direction and it's like pivot, I move in a direction, redirect, I move in a direction, oh, go back, go back where you were. There's a lot of that happening because the collective consciousness is changing so dramatically and so accelerated. Now, how we navigate that is doing the best we can to find those moments where you can take some deep breaths, where you can calm your nervous system, where you can support your body, where you can practice the self-care things. Don't do it out of habit. Don't go to your self-care practices. Those ones you've been doing maybe for years may not work anymore. You might be guided to do something different, unique, out of the box thinking. It might just be totally random. You might be guided to, I got this vision, which I'm planning to do in the next couple of days. I kept getting this vision of there's a park called Redwood, and it's all these big redwood trees, big tall trees. They're very grounded trees, but they're very tall. They go way, way up. And it's like a whole grove of redwood trees. And in the middle of it, there's this one big stump where the tree was cut down. Probably it broke and they had to cut it because it's a provincial park. But it's this big, gigantic stump. And I just got this vision of going and lying down on my back on the stump and looking up at the trees and meditating with the redwoods. Now, I've done this in a seated position on that stump, and different areas of the redwoods I would go and meditate and sit in meditation. But it was very specifically lying on my back. So it felt like my spine needed the support of the roots of that particular tree in that particular grove. So I will be doing that in the next couple days when I feel the nudge to go. Random stuff. You never know what it's going to be. The more you're open and curious, the more you be guided to do different things potentially. A closed mind, if you've made a decision that this is what I do for self-care and this is my ritual, and it's not a bad thing to have rituals, is just don't have such rigid rituals that you're not open to something changing or tweaking a little bit. So as you move forward into this week, my invitation this next week is to be open to any changes or shifts in your self-care, your soul care, any different practices, different foods, different orders of doing things. That can all come in. If you haven't yet signed up and joined us for the Elevate Your Frequency in 30 days, you can still do that. And it's very structured in the way of you get up and you listen to the meditation or the meditative lesson that I'm teaching each day. But it can give you different ideas and it can open up the mind to give you different possibilities and different practices and different awarenesses because everything is changing so rapidly in a moment, in an instant, everything can change. We need to really be practicing present moment awareness more than ever before. So if you're in the habit of doing something in a specific order, then you could be a little bit on autopilot and not necessarily aligning and discerning. So something, for an example, something simple like I usually get up, I go and I brush my teeth before my shower. Recently, sometimes I'm guided to have a shower and then brush my teeth, which is odd for me, but I'm going with it because that's what it feels like is happening. But it's not every day. Sometimes I do it in the order I've always done it for years, and sometimes it shifts it up. So be open to the spontaneity of your guidance right now and your self-care changing and shifting or enhancing it. And it doesn't have to be an hour of self-care. It could be a minute, 30 seconds, 5 minutes. Just know that awareness around that is needed and a willingness to really follow is essential right now. So it was interesting because last week I shared that we're not selling our house. We're going to stay here and we're letting the other house go that we had an offer in. And that felt really clear. And of course, I kept talking about how I kept yo-yoing, being yo-yoed because it's like, it showed, I'm like, okay, we're moving. No, we're not moving. We're moving. No, we're not moving. Apparently now we're moving because literally within hours of taking the house off the market, we got an offer. So here we are, ready to move closer to the ocean, which is interesting, but I'm still not attached. I'm still just letting it play out. I'm still taking the steps and I don't know what the future holds. I only know what this moment holds. And in this moment, I'm breathing, I'm speaking, I'm sharing, I'm gathering with you. That has been a really powerful mantra for me, and I invite you to take it as your own, tweak it, make it your own, whatever you need to. I do not know what the future holds. I only know what this moment holds. And in this moment, name it. I am whatever you're doing, however you're feeling, whatever you feel. I'm present, I'm here, I'm now, whatever it is for you. It just anchors you. It anchors you here in the present because although the future had some sense of predictability, it really doesn't anymore. And it's not to scare us because it's not like we have to be afraid of the future. It's just that's an ego kind of dangly carrot. And the conditioning of the left brain is always trying to figure out what's happening and why you feel the way you feel and what's happening next and how to prepare for everything that might possibly happen in the next 5 minutes. But we're not meant to live that way. We're meant to live very present. And the frequencies and the global energies are creating more of a non-negotiable need to be fully present. Otherwise, you're going to get jostled and you're going to create some suffering for yourself. So being present, being here now, using your breath, whatever you can to anchor you in this present moment, this gift that's here right now, unfolding right before your eyes. This is life. Life is occurring now. Now, not next. Life is occurring now, not tomorrow. Life is occurring now in this moment as I'm speaking, as you're listening, as you're here present, feeling the energy of this container that we create for this gathering. Life is occurring now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right here, not even in the next moment, right here, right now. And the more deeply present you are to what is, and the less or the ways that you can let go of resistance to what is will bring you peace, will allow you to come to that calm, still center, even in the center of the storm, even in the middle of the noise. You can find that quiet, still point within you, even when the world is noisy. I create a very quiet environment around me because that's what's needed for me. And when I go out into the world, I wear energetic earmuffs so that it's not as loud, but I hear everything. I hear electricity running through the walls. I hear buzzing. I hear a lot. I hear energy just in the air. And I've learned to be able to turn it down, put the earmuffs on, and take the volume down so that I can navigate it a little easier. But a lot of people are experiencing the ringing in the ears. A lot of people are experiencing the buzzing in the brain or the nervous system buzzing and feeling shaky. All of this is these global energies, these new earth energies creating an upgrade or forcing an upgrade. You know, when you get your phone and it keeps saying there's an update ready and you delay it and you delay it, and finally it's like, too bad, we're updating it today. You cannot delay it anymore. That's where we're at. Our systems are being updated. Our nervous system, our DNA, our our blood, everything is being updated. And this is good news. It's just going to be a little challenging for a little bit longer in the way of the physical changes. So today I'm going to take you through a little journey and we're going to support you in making some of those changes or leaning into some of those changes, leaning into more faith and trust and allowing versus resisting, questioning, wondering what's happening and why. Asking why is not going to help you at this point. Shifting out of the why energy into what can I do in this moment to support my body? What can I do to calm my system? What can I do for self-care? What feels guided for me? And that's where you tune into the heart for those answers, not your head. We're shifting out of head consciousness and moving into heart consciousness. And it's not a part-time job. This is a full-time position of heart-led living. And I've been teaching this for decades now. I've been living this my whole life, but I've been teaching it for decades. And it was a nice kind of idea for people. And there was a lot of people that would do it part-time. And it's like, I'll check in about this, but I don't care to check in about that. And I don't want that. I don't look at it that way from my parenting or whatever it is. People will separate out being intuitive in some ways and not in others. It's 100% full-time, 24/7 now is heart consciousness. We're being called into heart consciousness. And it's a bit of a forced reset, a forced reset. So lean into it. Don't resist it. You resist it, you're going to suffer. And that's not necessary. And you don't need to resist it anyway. Everything you actually really, truly, deeply desire at the heart level and soul level is on the other side of this. And if you knew what was on the other side of this, you wouldn't have any resistance. You'd be like, get out of my way, let me in, let me do this. I'm in, I'm here. And most of you that are on this call and showing up in my community are feeling the call and answering the call. But you need to answer the call. Your intention is full time. So let's be honest with ourselves right now. If you look at how much do you follow your heart, how much do you tune into heart consciousness, how much do you go from the head versus the heart, and it's not a judgment thing. Let's just be honest with yourself. Is it part-time? Is it 20% of the time, 30%? Are you trying 100% of the time, but you just can't get there? There's interference or there's other stuff going in the way. If your intention is 100% of the time, or if your awareness is at 70%, go to 72, go to 75. What other thing can I add in that just can inch me there? But don't take too long to inch yourself. Take a deep breath. Rest your eyes closed. Let's sink in. Be very aware of your breath to begin with. Notice your breath as it comes in and as it leaves the body. Invite a little longer exhale to create space for a little deeper inhale. Not forcing, not pushing. It's an invitation. It's a softening. It's an allowance. Allowing the muscles to relax, allowing the diaphragm to move. And then notice your nervous system. If you were to tune into whether you feel nervous or anxious, unsettled, rattled, restless, we're just gathering information right now. We're just noticing how you feel. Perhaps you feel calm as a cucumber. Maybe you feel a little rattled. There's nothing wrong with how you feel, just an awareness. Be the compassionate witness for your nervous system, for your body, for your emotions, even for the mind. Imagine you could just witness and observe without the filter of judgment, without the filter of I need to change something. Just notice, witness, observe. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let the breath fall out of your mouth with a big sigh, a big ah sound. Couple more falling out breaths. Notice how you feel physically and emotionally. Notice how you feel energetically, the energy within your body and around you in your field. We're going to set a new electromagnetic grounding cord, starting with the main cord from the tailbone down into the earth. Releasing the electrical scattered energy. And then wrapping a coil around that main cord, making it an electromagnetic grounding cord, and releasing any magnetic scattered energy. These magnetic scattered energy is often related to our emotions, and the electrical scattered energy are often related to our thoughts and beliefs. But in and through the field and in and through the body, we can have a mixture of both, caused by other systems, other things. So whatever we need to send down that electrical magnetic grounding cord, just allow it to go down. And then whatever is needed, we can draw nourishment and some nutrients from the earth as well, energetic nutrients. Imagine yourself in contact with the earth. Imagine lying on a big tree stump, a big, huge redwood tree stump. Imagine yourself lying on the grass or lying in contact with the sand on the beach. Imagine your nervous system in contact with the earth. And inviting a shift in our polarity. The polarity is the positive and negative charge. And every cell has a positive and negative charge. Every part of our being has a positive and negative charge, like yin and yang. The positive and negative charge balance each other out. Like a magnet has a positive end and a negative end. And we can invite the negative energy, the negative charge, to come from the earth into our system, into our body, into our field. And we can also invite the polarity, the positive energy, as well as the negative together. And let's adjust, because the polarity of the earth has changed and shifted. So we're going to let it lean a little bit. So if you imagine your cells, they like to kind of lean and move. If you put iron filings on a piece of paper and put a magnet underneath, it affects how those iron filings will move. They can dance with the magnet below them. The Earth's magnetic field has shifted and changes, so the polarity of the Earth is changing. And we can change with it. We can lean into it. So even right now, just set an intention to lean into the polarity so that you're in sync, not in conflict, not trying to hold your polarity in the old position, but leaning into a new position, letting your cells lean, letting your blood lean, letting the fluid in your body lean in whatever direction it needs to. Don't resist it. Good. Yeah, there you go. That in itself might allow your breath to change and calm your nervous system. If you find yourself in the left brain, shift into the right side of the brain. We're going to head to the back right side of the brain. That's the emotional center of the right side of the brain, where we can be very present with the emotions without judgment, without a story, just present with the raw energy of the emotion. The left part of the brain at the back is the emotional center on the left side. That can be very chaotic and create a story and make up stories of why we feel what we feel. But when we're present on the right side at the back, we can just be with the emotion. So just notice what emotion is present at this level of awareness you're sitting at this moment. And after shifting your polarity in your cells and in your body and in your field, that emotional state may have changed. It may or may not have changed. However you feel, imagine you could make peace with how you feel. Accept it fully. Even if you want it to change eventually, just accept it fully. I am feeling, name it, and it's okay. I'm feeling anxious and it's okay. I'm feeling restless and it's okay. I'm feeling neutral and it's okay. Whatever it is, I'm feeling, name the emotion, and it's okay. That's acceptance. Take some deeper breaths if you can. I invite you to place your one palm on your forehead and one palm in the center of your chest. I'm going to place my right hand on my chest with my right fingertips over top of my physical heart, because the physical heart, for the majority of people on earth, is in the left side of the chest. So I'm using my right hand, center of the chest, with my fingertips in contact with where my heart would be. And then my left hand, I'm placing the palm on my forehead at the third eye space. With your awareness still in the right side of the brain, it doesn't have to be at the back right side, it's just the right side now. Make a conscious choice to come to the center of the brain. Imagine the falx membrane, that membrane between the right and left hemisphere, lighting up, lifting up like a sail. Inviting any calm to wash over the physical brain, to flow through the pathways of the brain. And setting an intention, I choose to calm my mind and align with my heart. I choose to calm my mind and align with my heart. I choose to quiet the noise in my head and align with my heart. I choose to turn down the volume of the noise in my head, and I shift down into my heart. Bring that spotlight of awareness down into your heart space now. And breathe. Release the hand that's at your forehead and bring it down to your solar plexus, just under the diaphragm, right in the center, the top of the abdomen there. And you can repeat these words in your mind's eye or out loud. I choose to calm my nervous system and align with my heart. I invite my nervous system to relax, to soften, to take a break. And I choose to align with my heart. Any fears, worries, concerns, anything that's causing me anxiety or any kind of unbalanced energy that is within or around me, I invite it to be stirred into my heart. I stir it in to witness it, to honor it, to accept it, to embrace it, to feel it fully. I invite it to be transmuted, for the unbalanced energy within and around me to be balanced, the disharmony or discordant energy to harmonize. I stir it into my heart, and I invite the harmonizing energy of my heart to transform it. If there's anything I need to know, let it be brought to my heart to be understood. If my mind is grasping for an understanding, let the understanding be provided at the level of the heart and whatever's needed at the level of the mind. Just enough for my mind to let go, to soften, to sink in, to lean into the faith. And faith stands for finding answers in the heart. Every answer to every question you have resides in the heart. Every answer you seek and every answer you didn't even know you needed, answers to questions you haven't even asked yet, all reside within your heart. Breathe and connect to that divine space of infinite answers. That beautiful space in the heart, which connects you directly to your source, the source within you and all around you. Eternal, boundless, pure potential. In this space, impossible is nothing. Imagine your whole heart center breathing, pulsing, vibrating, a primordial Om, sound of creation, pulsing through you and around you, informing your cells, sending a signal, a message of harmony, of health and wholeness. Feeling the resonance pouring through your heart and into every cell and all the spaces in between. pouring through the layers of your energy field, through the body, the mind, pouring through every aspect of your beingness. You may have felt a restlessness, but that restlessness is coming from your soul. Your soul is the bridge between your source and your humanness. And your soul is here, present with you, always and in all ways, to guide you, to direct you in your humanness, to remind you that you are not separate from your source, to remind you that you are a being of love, and your true essence is pure, eternal divinity. You are more courageous than you feel. You are stronger than you think. You are more powerful than you realize. And in some ways, in your humanness, you may have been afraid of that power. You may be afraid and resisting this surge of energy within you, this power surge. But this power surge is balanced energy coming in, pushing out, short circuiting and shifting and moving and melting, expanding all unbalanced energies within you, bringing light to all shadow aspects that remain, all aspects of you that you have tucked away, intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or subconsciously, in this lifetime or in lifetimes. Let it all pour forth into the light of awareness. Let all aspects of you be returned into the light of awareness. May any unbalanced light energy or any unbalanced dark energy be stirred into a balanced space in the heart where it can be witnessed and honored and transmuted, harmonized and balanced, returning all aspects of you to wholeness. You've always been whole. But what we're returning is all those aspects of you that thought you weren't, been convinced or programmed to believe that you were broken or separate. All aspects of you that believe you need healing. Healing is a remembrance that you are a whole. And as you remember that, at the level of the heart, the remembrance moves through your body like a pulse, a powerful surge of energy, informing all of your cells, all the trillions of cells in the body, and all the spaces in between and through your energy field. It informs everything. all aspects of you. We are entering a time in our evolution where disease and illness and things that have maybe been plaguing us for a long time could be healed. They have the potential to be healed in a holy instant. And some of those things to unwind the programming or to really remember and to bring the body into full alignment with the truth. Sometimes we need support. Sometimes we'll be guided to a practitioner or to a supplement or to a certain practice or a tool. Trust your heart to guide you. Trust your intuition because it's leading you to the path that is most direct. It's not always easy, but it's the most direct path. So the more you trust, the more you hold faith that all the answers you need are found in the heart. The more you let go of trying to control everything at the level of the mind, you let go of control and you lean into trust. And you begin to embody and embrace trust. And you borrow that faith until faith is no longer needed. You just know. You just know, and you can feel that knowing in every aspect of your beingness. This is where you become unshakable. Unwavering. If you still have your hands on your solar plexus in your heart, you could place them down. And just feel the energy moving through your hands, the energy pulsing through your body, the pulsing sensation in your field, contracting around your physical body and expanding like a little hug, a squeeze and a release, and a squeeze and a release. Trust your heart. We've been convinced that we can trust our minds, but our minds aren't capable of going where we're going. They'll come along for the ride as a passenger, but they are not capable of leading. The mind, the brain cannot lead us where we're going. So the mind needs to let go of control, let go of trying and efforting and forcing, trying to figure out everything. We let go of that control and we lean into trust at the level of the heart. And those new pathways of intuition are coming through more powerfully. And the less we resist, and the more we let go and allow, the deeper the trust in our intuitive knowing becomes. Doubt falls away. Confusion dissolves. And a divine clarity expands from within, penetrating through all of our beingness, including the mind. We let go of that perpetual seeking to know and understand at the level of the mind, and we lean into and feel and sense and experience the divine knowing in the heart. And this is where our soul settles. And in our humanness, we settle into a still point, into a quiet stillness. Where silence speaks, where stillness moves. Where we feel the intangible, see and sense the invisible. This is where we can achieve the impossible, because impossible is nothing. There are no geographical boundaries. There are no physical boundaries. There are no limits to what we can achieve when we're in alignment, when our intentions are pure, when we are coming from our source, our divine essence, animating our humanness. What would have been considered miracles a year or 2 or 5 years ago are natural ways of being, natural experiences. In these new earth energies, you are going to witness what your mind would think is a miracle, but what your heart knows. What your heart knows. As possibility, potential, inevitability. Let your divinity pour forth, not only through you and around you. Invite it to be amplified and emanate from you. Where you become a beacon of divine light, so bright a messenger of love that is so loving, so aligned. You live in harmony within your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. Your energy field is aligned with that harmony, and you become a tuning fork. Your presence is harmonizing. Your intentions are powerfully harmonizing. Your impact is immeasurable, far reaching. Lovingly caressing all of creation, connecting, empowering, uplifting, levitating, aligning. Take some deep breaths and go back to noticing how you feel, checking in. In the beginning, we tuned into the nervous system and identified whether you were feeling calm or anxious. Just notice how you feel now. What feels different? What feels more aligned? What frequency state are you now holding? And there's no judgment. We're only comparing in the way of observing how this gathering supported you and what you may continue to need for self-care and soul care. And take another couple deep breaths and slowly bring your awareness back into the space you're in, feeling that presence of your essence filling the space around you as well. Just noticing how you feel as you start to move your body and come into the space a little bit more intentionally, bringing the experience with you, the embodiment with you. It's not you do the gathering and then you go into your life. It's like, no, bring the gathering, bring the essence of this experience with you through your breath, through your blood, through your body, through your field. Take some deep breaths if you need to. If anybody feels inspired to share how they feel, you can jump in the chat. You can come back to this one anytime you need to, anytime you're guided. If you're struggling, you're feeling scattered and feeling like you just don't know how to ground or land, get on the earth, put your feet on the earth, lie on a stump, lie on the grass, whatever you can do. Come back and listen to this. You could even bring this into nature with you as the replay. Bring it with you, whatever is needed. Valerie's sharing, you feel calm and peaceful and accepting what I can't change. Beautiful. There we go. Savannah, profoundly wonderful meditation. Yes, thank you. Matea, more calm. Beautiful. Linda, I feel lighter and calm. That's wonderful. Elizabeth, centered and grounded. Yes. Marianne, feeling calm and light, grounded and expanded. Very grateful. Cindy, I feel balanced and clear. Yes, good. Brenda, more trusting. Yes, good. Trust is good. I hear the redwood calling. Yes, of course. Nicole, you and I could go lay on the stump together. We could probably fit on that stump. Smile 22. I don't know your real name, but that's okay. That's a beautiful name. Validation. That's beautiful. So over the next couple weeks, there is going to be a bit more rattling and shaking and feeling unsettled in some ways, potentially. So come back to this to ground and center and remind you of the truth of who you are and that you are way more powerful and you are so much more capable of navigating this than you realize. And it's really at the level of the mind in our programming that needs to be let go of, because that's the only thing that's really allowing us to shift through this evolution with more grace and ease. So my intention is to continue to support you each week and through these gatherings, and for you to find those tools and those ways that you can support yourself moment to moment as we go through this experience together. We are all in this together. You're not alone. And you're not meant to do it alone. We're not meant to do it alone. So this is a beautiful space to gather and to experience community of like-hearted, heart-centered individuals. If you're listening to this replay and you haven't joined our community, you can come and join for free. I have an online community as well as this gathering. You can opt in to RSVP to join us live if you feel inspired at heartledliving.com, heartledliving.com, and join us for this gathering or for whatever other tools and things I share that can support you. There's a lot pouring forth through me right now to extend, and I'm really here to be of service in as many ways as possible. So I appreciate all of you for being here and for receiving these gifts that I extend, for being so open and so willing to receive, but then also so open and so willing to be the presence in the world that we all need. And we're so grateful to be in such good company with those that are feeling the call and answering the call. So I thank you all for your presence and for your love and for your willingness to take this journey and walk with me on this path of evolution. Your presence and your intention and your energy is impacting many, many people around you. So hold steady. When there's the noise around you, find that calm, still point in you. It's always there. And hold it as deeply as you can while you navigate and move through every moment of your day. It will change how you experience everything if you can hold steady there. So do your best. That's all I ask. And I thank you all. I love you. I appreciate you. I honor you. I see you. And I'm so grateful for your presence and for you, who you are and how you are being in this world. Until next time, love and blessings.